Hello, Blades. Welcome to the Sheffield United Way. My name is Hal, and we are talking about ANEL AHMEDHODZIC, who has joined Sheffield United from Malmo, the team in Sweden. And I am really excited about this deal. This is a permanent transfer. It's a 4-year deal for an undisclosed fee, which some are saying could rise to just over £5 million with add-ons. And, if that's the case, what a coup. I got to say well done to all involved in getting this one across the line for a really top draw defender. ANEL, and that's largely how I'm just going to refer to him, is a Bosnia and Herzegovina defender. He was born in Malmo, Sweden in 1999. He's 23 years old, a huge future ahead of him, and hopefully all of that with Sheffield United. He stands 6'5". It was at the age of just 16 that he was previously in England, signed by Nottingham Forest from his boyhood team Malmo. That was back in 2016 for a fee of £500,000. At Forest, he would work with and get on very well with Jack Lester, real name Super Jack Lester. ANEL saying Jack was part of the reason he now chose to join Sheffield United. Here's a quote from ANEL. I really liked him when I was at Forest. He liked to scream at me, but he was exactly what I needed. The time we had together was amazing, and I think we can have an even better time here. He largely played for the under-23 side and only made one first-team appearance and left in 2019 to return home with Malmo. From there, he had a loan in Denmark with Hobro IK, playing 19 times, scoring once. Upon his return in 2020, this is where it all really kicked off for him. He became a fixture in that Malmo first team. He was actually called up as well to the Swedish national side. You might be thinking, well, you've already said he doesn't represent Sweden internationally. Well, there's more to this. He was called up to the Sweden national side. Such was his form in the Malmo defence. He actually represented Sweden at youth and full international level. His senior international debut was in a friendly against Moldova. That was on the 9th of January 2020. However, in August of that same year, he decided that he would play for Bosnia and Herzegovina. And you can change your nation if you petition FIFA. So he did that, and he's since won 18 caps, scoring 1 goal for Bosnia and Herzegovina. Then if we jump to September the 14th, 2021, AHMEDHODZIC debuted in a UEFA Champions League game, and not against any slouches either. He played against Juventus, and in total, with Malmo, he made 84 appearances, bagging 3 goals. He was part of a side that kept over 40 clean sheets in that time. And in January 2022, when Sheffield United first showed an interest in signing him, he decided to go somewhere else. But here is a quick quote from Paul Heckingbottom on the fact that United were interested as far back as that January date. ANEL is someone we tried to get in January, but we've tracked his progress, stayed in touch, and managed to beat off a number of suitors. So he was loaned to French Ligue 1 side Bordeaux until the end of the season. He played 15 times in the league and also, as we mentioned, played in that Champions League again. And last season, he received rave reviews. I mean, he also had 11 yellows and 1 red card. So, we've got to look at that disciplinary side as well. Bordeaux would have wanted to buy the player, but the asking price possibly was too much. They would have needed to part with £4.5 million, as that was the mandatory sum they agreed as part of the AHMEDHODZIC loan. And they've had a bit of bother, Bordeaux. They got relegated to the 3rd division due to financial irregularity. So you really do have to assume that it doesn't matter what the fee was, they wouldn't have had the money for it. United had to wait for this loan to buy deal option to end. That ended on the 30th of June before making their move. And he's been linked with some top clubs. This is a player that was wanted by many. I mean, just some of the names, if you were to Google him, you'll see he's been linked in the past with Chelsea, Atalanta, AC Milan, many more. I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is a coup for the Blades. He is predominantly a right-footed centre-back. So we know he's right-footed, right side. He's played quite a lot, but he's also played on the left. He plays on the left. He plays on the right. AHMEDHODZIC, he plays where he likes. I'm not saying that's the song we go with, but if you can come up with a song for AHMEDHODZIC, you're doing better than me. He's played in a back two, but he's also played in a back three. At the start of the 2022 season, as we mentioned that disciplinary record, he had received 20 yellows in 102 matches. So by the time at the start of that, that's how many he'd got. He didn't get all those at the start. For Bosnia and Herzegovina, he's been described by fans as the best player in the national team. I've been looking at some of his attributes. Now, you know, when I do these, I don't like to pick on negatives because I always think the best thing to do is to see a player first. But when I'm doing these videos, I don't actually have the opportunity to show you them playing for Sheffield United. That will have to wait. But what I have seen, and I've watched a lot, is video evidence that he's good with the ball at his feet. I like that. Great passer, particularly long-range accuracy. He's got crisp technique. He's got great vision. And the thing I really like about him, he likes coming out of defence with the ball. He can cross a ball from deep defensive positions, or he can cross after getting forward. I think that's ideal for the way Sheffield United can attack, as we have done sometimes from the back. Something that I think will have appealed as well to ANEL about the way we play. Our style will suit him as much as he will suit our style. Unsurprisingly, he's great in the air, determined, strong, both upper body, but also in the tackle, has superb desire to win the ball. He's tough, brave, composed, great anticipation, good reading of the game. All of these have been seen in evidence on clips of him. He's got decent pace too. I don't think he'll be out-muscled or turned too easily. He should find the championship and its notorious physicality to his liking. One other thing I've been really impressed with watching clips of him is how good he is at shielding the ball. I think that's a forgotten art, some might say. And he also speaks fluent English. Helpful. In June, he was man of the match for Bosnia and Herzegovina against Romania in a game I decided I would take a look at for this video. Here's just some of his stats. I didn't compile these, but I'm going to read them out to you anyway. 36 of 40 passes completed, 90% passing accuracy, 4 out of 5 accurate long balls, 100% of his tackles won. 100%. And you can't go higher than that, despite what cliches will say. 2 blocks, 2 clearances, 2 headed clearances, 1 interception, 5 recoveries, 75% aerial duels won. You get the idea. Here's what ANEL has said about Sheffield, the city, and Bramall Lane. I didn't think Sheffield was that beautiful, I mean, that's a good start to any quote, but I'll carry on. I really liked it. Jack, Lester he's talking about here, told me about it, and I didn't believe him until I went there and saw it with my own eyes. It was beautiful. The stadium is amazing. I can just already imagine the atmosphere. End quote. We know he's already been to Sheffield. We know he's already stood on the pitch at beautiful downtown Bramall Lane. Some of those pictures have already surfaced. So pleased that he's seen and likes beautiful downtown Bramall Lane. What do you make of this transfer, and where do you see him playing across the back line? As always, you can let me know in the comments down below. And thank you very much for watching. This is an exciting signing.